just me. Well, yes, not just me going to be having a good time, but of course, we here, the ladies. Well, I've got YK, I've got Akuna, I've got Naga, and good to be back. Oh my goodness, Joy! Oh my God, Joy!
Welcome.
We usually take it for granted, but honestly, at moments like this, that's where we really, really are grateful for life. But good to have you back.
Thank you.
Bouncing stronger.
Thank you.
Okay, remember, as usual, we always want you to join in a conversation. And numbers to do so are 0810 608 1681, 0818 202 5883. Those are the numbers. You can call us up. Well, very soon we'll let you know what we'll be talking about today on Eve. Remember, Eve is a program that discusses or just touches about anything that has to do with the world, with a woman, the world of a woman. Well, anything about her that concerns her. That's what we bring to the forefront right here on Eve, right? My name is Nkem Delim Atan. As usual, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah. My name is Yinka Kenny, and you folks called me YK. Good to be back. Yeah. Like Joy.
Oh, definitely.
All right, but I just went on sabbatical.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Kuna.
Okay, I'm excited to be here. Of course, my name is Akuna Yama. You can always call me Cuckoos. It's been a while I did this with you ladies, so I'm excited and let's do this.
Yes.
Again.
Let's go there.
Naga.
I'm really excited. I'm happy that Joy is back.
Yeah.
See the way I'm raining. Thank God for life. Thank God for good health.
Yeah, super duper
Welcome
producer.
back. Welcome back. Our producer.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, let me of course, time is of the essence. And as this usual saying, popular saying, when you marry me, you marry my children. That is, when you marry me, you marry my children. Just like if you love me, you love my dog. Well, that's how they see it. So does it mean, or does this really work in marriages? What should a woman do when her man refused to take responsibility for her children from her previous marriage? Well, that's what we'll be talking about today. That's, of course, responsibility of her children from her previous marriage. You want to share your thoughts? What do you think about the topic? Is this something you're going through? Is it that you know a friend that is going through such a situation at the moment? Well, let's talk. Let's rub minds right here on Eve. Remember, I did tell you that Eve is a program that talks about anything that concerns the world of the woman. So today we're talking about, okay, you have kids from your previous marriage, and now, of course, you have a new husband. Some men, they just, even from the relationship before it even leads to marriage, some of them, they kind of shy a bit from the responsibility. But now you're now married. And
some will come
it doesn't
out
want to take.
some will come out. Some will they won't pretend about it. They will tell you that I can't take care of your baggage. Yeah.
So should you go ahead and
some
marry
of them
the
are
person?
truthful enough to tell you that I can't deal with this. So you know what you are going into right from the onset. If you are going in, you know you are going in. If you are going out because the man cannot take care of your baggages, then you are going out.
Wow. All right. Akuna, what do you think?
I think it's something that we cannot just say should it work like this or should it not work like this. It totally depends. Now it depends on if the man in question, or rather the woman, if her baby daddy is a responsible one or not. Before we can now say, okay, I'm taking responsibility now that I'm marrying you or not. Some of them will say no. Just because I'm no longer married, the child is still mine. I'm responsible for the child. I will do everything I need to do for that child. So you cannot take my child from me. You cannot say, no, the child is now mine. So usually in these cases, in cases like that, is when the baby daddy is a deadbeat daddy. He's not available, he doesn't care. All he just did was donate his sperm, and that was it. Can I say sperm?
It's rated 18, so it's not for children. Yeah.
Oh, just joking anyway. So when he's a deadbeat dad, of course, you're coming into play. And that woman, if she's ending up with you, she wants a solace. Someone that can accept her and her child or children. Don't now come and give her a situation where, okay, I only want to look for where you keep your child. So when you are marrying somebody, it should be that case. You are marrying me, you are marrying my children. The only difference is a case where the father is not deadbeat. Say, oh, my children's father is capable, is one that pays their school fees. This house we live in fact, there's usually a problem in the end. This house we live in is the one paying for it. Is the one that sends them to school, or they go spend enough time with them. We split the parenthood basically. So there won't be a problem in that case, but there might be a problem for the person coming in because he feels he may have a competition somehow. But in the other case, when the man is just deadbeat, what's the point? You accept the woman and her child. Imagine that, okay, the woman now has a 12-year-old. That child has already started with the mother and grown with the mother. And I say, the child cannot come with me, or she will either stay with her mother, with your grandmother or grandfather. You can't stay with me. If you are marrying somebody, you are marrying the person's baggage. You are marrying everything.
YK.
It's if you love me, you love my dog. Whether the father is responsible or not, you love me, you love my dog. You see, when we talk about taking care of children, most of the time we center it on financial, but it's much more than that. We have seen cases of spouses being financially committed to their spouse's children, but not emotionally committed. They are not psychologically committed. They treat the child like a nobody. After all, at the end of the day, your stupid father is somewhere and paying your school fees, and he will keep paying. He will keep, he will send the person to what level of education that the children wants to go to. So it's when I say, if you love me, you love my dog, the treatment you give to me, you give to my children. So it's not only financial. You see, we have seen men that takes financial care. They take care of their wives financially, but they are never there for the woman. And at the end of the day, the lady will be married to the money. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's much more than the money or whatever. It's about what emotional satisfaction are you giving to my children when they are coming in. What are you there for them as a father? They are fine. Their own biological father could even be financially responsible, and he doesn't want to see them. Exactly. My people will say it is the mother that you like the children. That's say, okay, well, they are my children. There's nothing I can do about it. Just send me their bills. Send me that. But the time the children want to say, hello, daddy, this is on. Did you talk to your daddy? Talk to your. So, and I would even say for the woman also, it is most when the children are kids, and you're starting a new life, because you have to make a choice. If you have kids like maybe 3 years old, 4 years old, and you want to start a new life, I tell you, you are in the middle of the devil and the deep blue sea, because you would have to, if you want their father to be totally involved in the children's life, you will clash with your spouse. Because take it or leave it, we are human beings, we are emotional beings. You will clash with yours. It's not a situation of a 13-year-old lady, a 13-year-old child that you can just drop inside Uber. Okay, go and meet your daddy. So please. You get my point. We are talking about 2 years old. We're talking about 3 years old. Okay, I want to see my children. You are there with your husband, and your husband will be there in his head. In his head, he will be thinking that she has gone to see her ex. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's really a whole lot of things. So I come with, you love me, you love my dog. You want to take care of me emotionally, you take care of my dog emotionally. You want to be a husband to me, you be a father to my child. So for me, it's more than financial.
Okay, it's more than financial. Naga, what's your take on this topic?
My take is, if you're, for me, let me speak for myself now. I cannot marry someone with children, because I just feel I will not be able to to care for them the way I'm afraid of it.
You're
To
afraid
care for other children
As
that
in
are not mine.
that's
That
not
are
your
not yours.
biological
Yeah, because I don't know what to do or what to say that will not be enough or that will be less. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe because even if you are marrying somebody and the person has children, you are marrying the children as well. For me, so I don't think I can't do it. I can't marry someone with children because I feel
So
I'm not able to.
once the man has kids, it's a no for you.
Yeah,
It's
because
very
especially when they are children, like
you don't want to be tagged as
I
wicked
understand
stepmother.
where she's coming
You know,
from.
even wicked stepmother. There are
Yeah.
some things I will say to my children that I will say to these children, they will not take it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're my children, I'll be like, mommy.
You can even
You can beat
scold your children
now.
and
Sure, you
beat
can
them.
beat your children.
Yes,
you can scold
and
them.
yes.
But other people's children, when you start doing, they'll say,
They will
because
say you are
they are
maltreating
not yours. That's why. So me, I'm afraid of this. That's why.
So it's not using a no-go area.
It's a no-brainer for me. Like, if I don't know what I
So
will
even
say.
if it's a widower that you really love because he has
I've
kids,
seen someone
a
like that. Yes,
baggage,
I just let it.
and
Yes, I've been there before. I can't because I just feel,
even if it's just one.
no, this one was like
Because
two.
some people say if
I'm
it's
like, I
if it's
can't.
three,
No,
no.
but
If it's
one,
one,
1, 2, 3, what does it matter?
I
For
can't
some
because I
people,
don't
the
know what I
numbers
will
matter.
do. You understand? Maybe
Yes.
I will over pamper. I don't know what to do. If they are mine, my sister's children, I cannot beat them. They used to laugh at me. Like, and say, God will just say, I will beat her. But which day will you even beat yourself?
Are
Do
you
you understand?
serious?
Because I feel they are not mine. That's what I feel. I don't be my sister's children.
But your sister's children, they're like your kids.
Yes.
Yeah, they're on.
They're like,
You don't
yes,
understand.
that's what life. They're
I'm
not.
not able to. I'm not able to because they are not mine.
like,
I
are you their
feel-
godmother
no,
or something?
No, I feel like
Hmm.
when I beat you, I don't even know where to hit you. Do you understand? Because I'm afraid of kids. Because there's some children they have health issues. You don't know where to hit the child, and the child will just. So me, that's one. I cannot marry someone with children because you are marrying that man. You are going to be more than their mother to them. Can you do that?
You see, for me,
It should be more than their mother.
Let's take it from the angle of the woman now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm marrying. For me, it doesn't matter, honestly. But we have to. There are some things we have to talk about. You see, maybe in my younger days, I might not be talking like this, but you know, over the time, I have grown, I have aged, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So for me, it's not a big deal. But then before we get into it, you have to talk about a lot of things. You have to know my stand. I have to know your stand. This is what I stand, and this is where I stand. I'm coming into this marriage, my children. You are coming in with your children, and you have to understand the fact that all of them, they are in my territory. If I say children, no food today, everybody, no food today. And you see, that's why there's a need for a great level of closeness. You cannot know someone 100% who OR, but to an extent, you should be able to know someone. You should be able to know that, this person, if she had done this, she did it with a good intention. You understand? Because that is where we have problems. In relationship, we pretend a lot.
Yes.
We pretend to be who we are not.
That. Let me come in here.
Okay.
A lot of times, when they are coming from, especially when they want you,
When they want you.
they will promise you heaven and earth. Like in the case of the video we watched, I'm sure this man would have promised the woman. She even said it. You promised me. You said you're going to take care of me. You will take care of my children. You will be there for me. You will do this and that. I'm sure the man had promised heaven and earth. I will be there. I will do this. Then along the line, when they are now into the marriage proper, a lot of things start coming out. You see the man, trying to, I don't know, would I call it prank? Was trying to play prank or what?
Okay, that video you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah. So he promised the woman a lot of things. I will do this, I will do that. And at the end of the day, he couldn't do them. He was just
no, but
bringing excuses.
the
Then when I beat, just like Noga said, when I beat, you will say they are not my children. No.
Because the woman too has a fault
I feel there is communication gap. When you are marrying somebody, you come to a round table, you discuss. You tell the person, okay, I'm getting married to you. I'm getting married to your children. I take care of them, not just financially, emotionally, psychologically, everything. As you are taking care of the
monetary part,
the woman, you are taking care of the children also, because they call you daddy. They will call you their father, and they see you as their father, and you have to, perform as their father.
let's bring it down to that video, Joy. for me, yes, in the
Okay,
video,
yeah, yeah.
in the video, you didn't watch. Okay, you didn't. In the video, the couple, I don't know what actually happened. So the guy told the lady that she should take her children back to the father, to their father, and the lady said, "No, you met me with these children,
And you agreed.
promised to take me with my children and to cater for my children, alongside with me. You didn't tell me that, So, but the guy was insisting that you had to make a choice. Is either me or the children. But the guy's argument is that, she doesn't allow him to reprimand the children.
Okay.
That's where the guy was coming from. So that was why I came from that angle
but
of
the
it.
lady
she's not
also,
allowing
but the
him
lady
to
also
father the
said
children.
that the guy buy things for his children and not buy for the
Okay, wait, let me understand. Did they have kids together or he has his own
No,
children?
well, the point of
the man has-
contention in the video
Yeah.
is the lady's children.
The lady's
so
children.
apparently they do. They do have kids together,
Yeah.
yes. Because she was actually complaining that when he goes out, he
Buy
buy
things
things
for
for
the children.
that she had for him
Yes.
and segregates our children from
the
another
previous
man.
marriage.
And she even complained that,
Okay, you
from
want
the
Jakuna,
beginning,
yeah.
the initial and all that. So why is it changing? For me,
But the man, but you see, let me try and be the devil's advocate here. The man, you see, we are human beings. Let's be realistic. Yes, he has promised heaven and earth before, but the woman, at some point, according to him, is making it difficult for him. I do not think, when we see things like this, most of the times we don't hear the full gist. I do not think if he had, because the video, you would know that he was doing it initially. He stopped. Something must have prompted that. They say action bring reactions.
I just want to say that it's only an angel that would train their own child and train someone else's child, and it will be difficult to differentiate. Yes, whose child is his and whose child is not. So to get to a point where the man may get exhausted, and that's why I always say these things to people. When you want to be with someone, like what Naga said, Naga had already made up her mind. This is what she can take and this is what she cannot take.
Yes.
So let it be like that. If you want to be with somebody that has children, do you still want to have your own children? That's one, your own children or your own child. That's one question you should ask yourself.
And if you have your own children,
If you have your own children, how will you treat
all
them? Will
of
you
them?
still treat them together? Now, there's a difference between being with a widower whose kids are grown.
They're out of the house.
They're
You
out of
really
the house.
don't-
You may want to start a family of your own with him, and he too you want to allow you, to have your own children with him because of the love you share. But then when you are with a widower or a divorcee that still has young kids, and you are coming in and you are quite fertile and you expect to give birth to your own children, you have to make sacrifices.
Exactly.
Because they call it a blended family. Okay, so because sometimes too, you are bringing your own child. He is also bringing his own child. That's what they call the blended.
Yes,
This thing.
blend
and
together.
you will still want to have one or two
One or
together.
two together. So you have to
Alternative
make
Africa,
that balance.
cement it.
Think about it because
Then the
you could,
marriage.
have, you could have chosen that divorcee that his kids are out of the house. But instead, when you from the beginning, you say, Jackpa, he can't work for me.
Yes.
Because my child is my child. I will take care of my child extra than I will take care of someone's child. While some people on the other hand, okay, maybe it's a case where you can't have your own children. You can't have your own children, so you then accept.
I think it's easier if you
If
don't have your
don't
own
have your own
children.
children, you can't,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah,
accept
yeah.
it. It's easier. But if you can, there's no need to treat. I've even heard stories.
Okay, if you are coming in fresh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Then
yeah.
sorry, there are even stories where the person is coming in with the mind that I can't have children, so let me marry an older person, and then boom, God blesses the person with a child, and then he starts to neglect that person's child that you were taking care of and you loved so much because you've just had your child.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. So that it's easier when you've not started having your own kids.
It's easier.
Is it that it's easier?
It's easier
Or is it
because
that
you are
it's-
not
it's-
sharing the love, and somebody cannot measure the love now. And you don't have your
Nobody's
own
competing
child
with it.
because the bond that a mother has with a child, it cannot be the same.
But it's so funny because there are scenarios where
I know some.
you
some
come
couples are
in,
very nice.
you
They are
come
nice.
in,
Very
and
nice.
this man has kids already, and the way the woman loves, even her own child is almost jealous.
Very rare.
No, but it happens. Yeah, because before your child came, there's this bond already, and maybe your child is very stubborn. The child does not listen to you, but this other child, once you tell the person to do this, the person just, and also for the man too. It also happens that way. Like there's this bond already before he starts having his own children with you, the wife, and then
For the parents,
Yeah.
just to maybe be on their side a little. It can be difficult sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when you're with children that already have, their minds have started
They have mind of their own already.
coming together,
Yeah.
like teenagers, preteens, and stuff. Like for the little ones, it's more easy to adapt. So imagine somebody that says, "You're not my mother.
Don't
I will
talk
not
to me
accept.
like
Don't
that.
talk to me. I will not." It's a bit difficult to adjust.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things, to look out for and to look forward to. We'll have to look forward to. But in the end, you know that you have to put in extra work when you are going to be with somebody who has kids. Whether you may have your own kids tomorrow or you may not.
But for
Because
me,
they may still say, say now because you know born your children, I can't treat this, and you might be taking care of the child properly,
Yes.
or be disciplining the child
Yes.
just the way you would discipline your own
Yes.
child. Or people will say you are being wicked to that child because it's not your own child. So there are different ways to this.
All right, Lagos, we want to hear from you. 0810 608 1681. 0810 608 1681 and 0818 202 5883. 0818 202 5883. Callers, or you can also send in an SMS just in case you want to express yourself thoroughly. It's come up to 17 minutes. That's 18 minutes before 7, and about 7 o'clock, that's when we'll call it a wrap. But of course, we would want to hear from you. We'll just take a breather, and then of course, Eve continues right here on Metro 97.7. This is Bruno Mars, Grenade. Stay right here. Comes to Bruno Mars, I almost didn't know when to stop that song, but of course it's Eve right here on Metro 97.7 FM. Well, that's how it's supposed to be in marriage. The man is supposed to be able to do just about anything for the woman, and the woman is supposed to do just about anything for the man.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to
Don't
be.
catch a grenade though.
But it is just figurative.
Honestly, because it baffles me that we go into marriage 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and things begins to
So the
change.
spark with those guys.
Yes, and that's why, some of those things when we were younger, we might not be, we might not have known it the same way the younger generation might not know it now. You tell me, I go into marriage now. I can, if I go into marriage now, I would almost not get out of that marriage because one, I would open my eyes and I'll be able to do better. Yes, some things I handled the wrong way, I would have handled it better. Coming back to what we're saying off air about the man. For me, I think the man went a little bit too far. Yes,
by telling the woman to take the children back to the
back
man.
to the father, where I want to start from. Father that I have not spoken to for how many years now? Almost a decade. They are telling me you take it back. And you see, the unfortunate thing about women is that the moment we get married, our men becomes the center of our world.
Yes.
If 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you are in that marriage, a sincere woman in a marriage, you don't have any other place to go to.
Yeah.
If the day the man say, "Oh yeah, leave my house,"
It's like
you
have
realize
built
that you
your
are
world
a
around him.
yes, he
Yeah.
has built a wall around you. So the moment the marriage ends, you are like, "Excuse me, where am I starting from? Where am I going?" God help you, you don't have family in Lagos. As in, you don't have family if you are based in Lagos or you don't have family around you. And even at times you have the family around you, you are like, they have their own issues,
not
they have their
close.
own family and all of that. Sure, you understand.
don't
So
even
you now
want you
wake
back.
up one morning and tell me, hey, because of this 1, 2, 3 reasons, I should choose between you and my children. Or I should take the children back. No, we had this talk before we got married. So whatever issues, yes, I could have my own fault. Probably you are complaining that probably you feel that I'm segregating between. Probably you feel that I'm segregating between the children. Because that was the man's argument. We can sit down and talk about this. which way do you think I have failed in training all of, for crying out loud, your children are my children also. Hey, Jesus Christ. Because these are the children I had for in that video. Those are the children she had for the man. So all of the children put together, they are our children. So I think the man, for me, I think it's just emotionally, because at the end of, I don't see a woman will want to choose between one child, because I had this for Father A and this for Father B, so I will like this one for Father A beyond the love I have for Father B. I don't think so. Then, like I was saying, off camera,
All right.
Oh, John.
off air.
Well, we have a call here. Let's
Let's
meet
get
our
him.
caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good
Good
evening.
evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Egwet.
Iguatu, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Kenya.
Okay, talk to us.
Yes, what we are doing this night is very important for discussion, but the point is that I know they were in den of love when they agreed to
Absolutely.
you.
Okay. Yeah.
Not in den of love. You must, then the next thing could have been agreement.
Hmm.
You know, if anything you are doing, even in civilized world, there's agreement with the husband and wife in every issue, so that they will not quarrel or have issues. So because of the system of this love in this society, I know sometimes something is entering so well when you met. If not, somebody marrying them, a lady with the children has something behind the mind. You know, sometimes the woman was doing very well, and the young man said, "Okay, I may divorce you. Follow me. I will marry you." And he's talking without of tongue, not real.
So you're
It must start immediately. Those children, you will see, they are not my father. Please don't talk to me again. And all these things will provoke the man.
okay.
So what I would advise in a nutshell is that everything you do under the sun, have agreement for your safety. That's why some women will see that we must go to marry in the church, in the court, or anything to protect themselves. But the movement began that the woman wants a favor. Now the favor is marry my wife with me, and marry my children with me. And because of the gain inherent, there's profit inherent that push the man to agree. And it must, that thing has never ended well. I've seen it in many places. Since I was born, yeah, it never ended good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. You are not my father. Okay. The girl grow, you will say, where is my father? How can a man, another man, give me husband? Give me to my man as husband. So this katakata made it possible that you people too will educate women to be very careful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay, thank you, Iguatu. All right, call us up. Call us up. Call us up. 0810 608 1681. That is 0810 608 1681 and 0818 202 5883. You can call us or you can send in an SMS. Yeah. I was saying that love blinded their eyes.
All promises you even make to yourself as human beings. Is it all promises that we make to ourselves that we fulfill to ourselves? So why are you really?
But when you make
But
promises,
this one is concerning like other people's lives. So it's
Things will
important.
change. What are
See,
the things
you
they
see,
should
look,
do?
no, I won't agree. I won't agree with you because
I know.
for me, to a great extent, it is God that is the ultimate. It's the God that is only God that can say and never waver. But to a great extent, as human beings, I still had that conversation this afternoon with somebody. As human beings, let your word be your bond. Yeah. Let your word, that's why don't just talk anyhow. Let your word be your bond. Like he was saying that they were in the den. I know people do a whole lot of things for love. But then that's why I always advocate that please, when you are in love, open your eyes and use glasses for that love, if possible. Akuna, I wanted to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to say that he made a point actually, because you see scenarios, right, where the stepdad raised this child, sent them to school, did everything. When the child wants to now get married, you're not gonna look for his birth father
To work
to work.
it's
That's what they do. It's crazy and it's really bad. I see it a lot.
I would not do that.
You gotta look for a
I'm
man.
sorry,
that
I
will
would
not
not
what
do
they
that.
do.
I'm sorry. I'm
For him to
sorry.
work
The girl will tell the
You
man
didn't
you
train me. Why will I
cannot.
give you that honor?
I've seen different,
Why?
like personally, I've
Yeah,
seen like different
yeah.
situations happen like that. It's
Yeah,
not fair.
but I think we should get it right for the fact that you brought someone into this world. That,
That's
it
not
doesn't
me.
end
Yeah,
there.
they're just a
You
sperm
have to
donor.
train,
But most of the
raise
time,
that child.
most of the
You
time,
cannot
they
not
go and
raise
look for
me,
their
and you want to
father.
come and take
Yes
the
or
honor.
no?
You will not. You will
It's
not.
just
You will
the
not take
unnecessary
it.
sentiment.
They go.
I won't give you that privilege. I'm sorry.
Because you were not
They
there
go.
when I
Yes.
was sick.
Yes.
You were not there.
I
to
will
send me
invite
to
you
school
quite
when I had
all right,
issues.
but you will not walk me down the house. Sorry.
Which law says
Yeah.
the mother cannot walk the daughter down the
Well,
house? Even the brother can do
Let's
it.
not even go there. Let's not even go there,
Which
please.
law says start changing? See.
But we're in
Which
a
law
society-
says is it a law
we're in a
or is that
society,
human?
yeah, we have
No,
the way
African
that
thing.
society
It's an African
goes.
thing. It's an African
It
thing.
doesn't
that-
Who
It
says
is-
I can't
if that
walk
is your
my
father-
daughter
It's just
down
like,
the
it's just
aisle?
like
yeah.
when they come to pay bride price and then the woman
Yes.
wants to start saying everything. You're literally, you don't even really say much.
Excuse
You just
me.
allow
say
the
like
men
that,
Ah,
And it's our own culture.
1914, no.
No, in Igbo
No,
land.
no,
that's
but there are
tomorrow.
things. But there are things. The truth is, there are things that you should not. It's not everything in life that you
But
should.
come, who
You
says-
should alter and keep changing. If not,
Let's assume
centuries to come. Okay, you're
Akina.
tired of this one. Let's change this. You're
Akina,
tired of this one.
Akina.
Let's change this. Let's change it.
Abinkem,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
let's assume I got pregnant for this man. He did not accept that pregnancy. I kept that pregnancy. I took care of that baby till she was fully grown. She became somebody in life. Of course, even for knowing sake, that's your father. You know? On the day of our glory, you will not come and say you want to work for
And
us.
we are bad.
What? Okay. What
What
if the
are
brother?
they-
No, wait.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
Wait.
What-
What
what?
if your daughter? That's what she wants.
She too, she cannot want
No,
it.
wait.
Anyway.
And you see-
She will choose.
No,
She will choose.
No, don't say she
And then
cannot
she
want
will
it.
choose.
No, don't say
I
she
will tell
cannot
her
want
to
it.
choose.
She may decide to say, okay,
Yes,
sis,
I want my
is-
dad.
is my father.
You want the two
I
of
want
them to walk
father.
it. The two of them to
Yes.
walk it down there.
You are my father. Then I will tell her. I will tell her that's fine. Okay, that's what
Anyway.
that's the way you want to
But
pay
funny
me
enough,
for all
funny
these
enough,
years.
you don't know what
Yeah.
you are going
Choose.
to do on that day because things change. That's what me I say. That's how I
Things
see
will
life.
not change. Somebody that
This
was not
one
there
will
for
not
you should
change,
not come and
Gbagbe.
take responsibility.
What if your daughter say that's
Yeah.
what she wants? It's
That is either me or your father.
Jesus.
Yes, I will go to the extent of not being there. Honestly,
life is it's not that bad. Oh,
it's as bad as that. You rejected pregnancy, fa. You now see
I
that.
nurtured the baby.
Iya,
Took the shame.
iya,
People call me names.
iya.
Irresponsible.
Kai.
Or wise.
Girl.
Anyway,
Blah,
time
blah, blah,
is
blah.
of the
And at
essence.
the end of the day,
Time is of
I
the
even did
essence.
things that I'm not
Yeah.
proud of. Maybe to take care of my child.
To
They're
take
not
care.
coming.
Yes.
All right.
Akuna, give me.
All right. That's
Give me this your hand,
as
Jare.
we gradually wind down. Let's touch on our final, thoughts on this particular, topic. Whether you would, love me, love my dog. If you're marrying me, you marry my children. If it's something you want to go in, know that there are consequences. Know that some people say yes, I'm going to do this,
My point
and people are
is-
bound to change.
my point
Yes.
is, tell
Did
me
you
the
write it
truth.
on
My,
paper?
my
Even
point is,
your parents can disown you.
my,
I'm loving you this evening.
When you are 13, you come home with pregnancy. Your parents will lock you outside. Your daughter, you will disown you. So your husband is saying, it's just that we should pray that they come back together to resolve it. That's just it. Your siblings can drive you out of their homes.
yeah.
You can even drive your child out of your
Why are you
home.
now talking about somebody?
Why you there's only father. Why need to beg
You
him,
shouldn't
uncle?
expect too much. Is that what you're saying? You don't expect too much.
It's not that. Say, uncle, please.
But you see, but look at you. At the end of the day,
There you go.
are you married?
And we're about to make mistakes.
Thank God that it's
We're
perfect.
about to pray if you
and
look
not
at it,
fulfill.
he must have beard enough. He has,
Yeah.
see, why would he say that? Why would he do that?
Because I'm sure when you get into the you just know that you're open to being judged.
Yes.
Whether you do or whether
Yes.
you're not, your people would always say you're not doing enough, even when you're giving.
Now you need to
even if
ask
you've
your
given
man
your
and
entire
say, where
being
do you, okay,
existence,
why
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Why this? Ask
Yeah.
him why do you want this? What did we do? What can we use to, what can we do to salvage this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not coming from, I don't think the man has been doing this and he just want to give up now because he has done a lot. It's not easy.
My point is,
Yeah.
don't deceive me. Tell me the truth from the onset. Don't promise me heaven and earth and only to come and
But what
abandon
if
me
he
in
meant
the
it
middle of
and he
the
entered
of
and
the-
he
of
meant
the-
know
it.
he didn't know this
now.
is how it's going to play out?
Yeah.
Sometimes these children they
No.
can be very overbearing. I'm sorry.
Don't give that to me.
No,
Don't
but
give that to
yes,
me.
No, that is why you have communication. You
Some kids are
communicate.
so rude.
Let's
They are
be
so
realistic.
rude,
Let's
and when
be
you try to
realistic, yeah.
discipline them, the
I
woman
agree
will be like,
with-
ah, please,
I
oh,
agree
please,
with
please, don't
you.
kill my child for me.
I agree with him because let's be realistic. Sometimes you decide to take a course. I say
you
it's the
can't
course I
tell
want
it.
to
And
do.
then you're not my
And
dad.
then in the middle of the
For
course,
goodness
you're
sake.
like, what was I thinking?
Thinking.
Shouldn't I just switch courses?
It's too hard though.
It's too hard. Some will even end up switching. Some will push it to the end. Some will come out with third class.
Yeah.
Others will push it. They'll still manage. They'll
That's
come out
life.
with 2-1 or
At least I
2-2.
passed.
Well, some will switch entirely. That's
Yeah.
the same thing with you. Don't know what to expect. You don't know if that lady has a stubborn
Nice coin.
hey, child.
Oh, there are some
Then
things
you
she
have
has
to manage
promised that
and
she thinks
push.
she's not fulfilling as well.
Maybe at that point you are financially stable.
Mm.
And you're like, why not? I can take care of this woman
Yeah.
and,
And
I
you're
have
in
kids.
love.
I can handle it. And
Yeah,
then
in the den
suddenly
of
you
love,
have
like our father said.
you have issues with your finances.
Yeah.
You will be frustrated.
Yeah.
You be like, "Sha, I did not go and carry you." Then people around you will be talking, say, "Guy, you just say this thing where you know where you want to do like this, not be too much work.
Yes.
If you handle and picking will not be your own.
Yes.
Tomorrow they go
Hearing
just
something
like
from
Societal
you, yes,
pressure
like
yes.
different
too. It's not
things come
easy.
into play.
Yeah.
So bottom line, if you can do
If
it,
you can do it, you
You have
do
to be
it. If you
ready.
cannot
You have
do
to
it,
keep a place for that grace.
mm.
Or else.
because sometimes your own children will
To work.
frustrate you.
Yes.
You be like, "Shey na me born this pikin." So before this pikin kill me, I will prefer killer.
Yeah.
And
And
there's some
then
kids that the father will be like, are you sure this is my
Yeah,
child?
this is my
Are you
child.
sure this is my child?
Where
But
did this one
honestly,
come from?
this one don't look like any of us.
Like I was telling Moses this afternoon about my second son. I don't know where, but I don't know if he fell from the heaven or not.
You see, imagine.
It's
Imagine
not
you talking like
will
that.
come back and tell you, mommy, they announced people that have not paid school fees today in the school. Hope you have paid my own.
Are you serious?
Imagine it was not your child.
I don't want to be
You too,
this
maybe-
way. You know, you can imagine if that
Yeah.
child.
It's not yours. And he's talking like that.
Honestly.
And you are, you know something, it's not easy.
Because even the one that is not even
So that's your special grace, right? It's not easy to
Grace. You have
But
to
honestly,
be
parent a
ready.
child that's not yours.
Honestly, to wrap up my thoughts,
Yeah.
I would just say that you see, between a man and a woman, it's a whole lot. It's a package, and I think before you get into it, you leave your mind open to everything and anything, and before you get into it, also be wary of promises. Something you are not sure about. You don't have to. Maybe you can, when we get to the bridge, you'll cross it. Maybe because the way I am wired, I try to a great extent to keep my words. So I like you to reciprocate it. So for me, my people, my pals, they know me, my word is my bond. So if I will not do it, I will not do it. But if I would do it, I would, if I say it, I will do it and, stand by the consequences of my action.
And try your best. To
Yes, whether it be positive or it be negative, I will stay there because this was what I decided to do. So if you are taking a woman in with children, you look at you try and foresee, most importantly, the negative parts of it, and ask yourself, when push comes to shove, will I still be able to withstand the storm? Other than raising up the hopes of your spouse, and at the middle of the road you are like, because of this and that, I am not
continue the
going.
journey.
You just, in this case, you just try and center your mind that because I have said this, let me assume that what if they are my children? You see some couple that they have children for themselves and they quarrel over the fact that the father is disciplining the children too much. Now they are picking two of them, they still quarrel. So if it's not their children, you would have said because it's your child. So you should tell yourself that. So in that case, you whatever the woman is like, because you will stand up and tell the woman, Gidigba, if they were my children, I will do the same thing. Not that you will want to begin to take actions like segregating, going out, buying things for the children, your own children, and excluding. You are causing a gap. It is marriage, for crying out loud. I tell people in marriages,
and you are sowing a bad seed.
yes, I tell people in marriages, whatever you want to do, if you know you want to still keep that marriage, try, no matter whose us is God, to keep it, no matter what it's going to cost you.
Well, for me, when you love me, you love my children.
Yeah.
And there is, I think communication is key here. When you marry somebody with children, there is need for proper communication. You talk things out. You agree, you disagree, you come back together. It's not enough for you to promise the woman heaven and earth, and only for you to come to the middle of the road, you abandon her, and you tell her to
Come to the end of the road.
and you tell her to take
Till
her children
10 to
to
Israel.
her previous, to demand that no.
Yeah.
Is that
it's
the joke
happening,
of the decade?
is frustrating.
Yes.
It can put someone into depression.
Exactly.
Basically, don't
And
go,
your name is?
My name is Joy Ebo.
basically don't go to the market and buy what you can't eat, because in the end, when you buy it and you prepare it, it's just be a waste. So that's the same thing. Don't start what you cannot finish.
Well, like I said,
Don't
is a no-no.
start what you cannot finish.
Okay.
If you say I want to be with this woman, irrespective of anything that happens down the line, continue. with
Endure.
her. Yes, endure. Those
Thrive.
children are your children. Because she will take yours as hers. So that's it.
Hopefully,
Not
right?
start waiting if you finish. No chop waiting if you swallow.
Very true.
That's all I'm going to say.
If you chop and feel vomit,
Yes, you don't want me to vomit. Swallow and make it digest.
You don't want to have the association.
No. So that you will be, chop. My name is Akuna Yama.
All right. Well, I would always say, do not start what you can't finish. If you know it's something that you can't do, don't even attempt it. Stop it there. Well, my name is Nkem Delim Atta. Thanks to our super duper producer, Joy Igbo. And of course, you, our dear listener, you are the real MVP. Let's do this next week, Wednesday, at exactly 6:15. All right. My name is Nkem Delim Atta. Like I did say before. Good night, Lagos.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Yep.